It's been 50 years since the end of the War of the Wilds. The kindly apple tree which once nourished a family for generations turned vicious and vile. Old buildings coated with ivy, uprooted as if siege engines for spores. Entire forests set upon villages, with nothing left in their wake. In response, farmers fashioned plowshares into deadly weapons. Craftsmen turned their innocuous trades into fulcrums for war, and even the most insular cities became bastions of hope for refugees. Much was lost in this war. Lives, cities, entire cultures, and knowledge all vanished, sometimes overnight. Eventually a stalemate was met, centers of humanoid life towering among the ruins of a failed civilization. Farms continued, protected and guarded like dangerous slaughterhouses. Forests are avoided whenever possible, with the bulk of them being kept to the south by Greynor's Wall. No one's sure how it started. Every city has a different story. Druids, magic, gods, spirits, one of the other races. It's always someone else. Everyone shares the blame and reaps the consequences. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today we'll be setting out on another adventure, this time sticking closer to home and delving into the gray side of the law. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Do we want to give the folks at home any more info about us?
No, we are enigmas and mysteries.
If we make them care, they'll listen.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much.
I think
Fair
the less
enough.
the general public knows about us, the better.
Yeah.
Especially because at least one of us is a public servant.
I work for the government, guys.
That's you.
I am waiting.
Well, now they don't have the fun of guessing.
I am waiting.
Establishment puppet.
I am waiting for my students to find out that I'm doing this.
Oh, one of them is definitely going to.
It's gonna be great.
It's been 3 days since your return from the Graves Manor. You had one comfortable night in the inn before you were asked to relinquish your rooms for paying guests or become one yourself. Jackson. The City of Despair is unique. Built along a wheel and spoke design, it's one of the oldest in the collective. You spend your days walking around and admiring the sights and the grand guild halls. Zafiir. You spend a lot of your time in the salad bowl over the next few days. It's small, cool, cozy, and it's also fairly out of the way. It's an excellent place to peddle your less than legal services. No takers yet, though. Mordecai. You make your way to Mr. Taldway's home, and are roundly scolded for making him wait. He's happy to mentor you in this way, which he reminds you is fairly unorthodox. He does request a bit of consideration going forward.
You got it.
How have you spent the past couple of days? Jackson,
Right.
What have you been doing? Anything else?
Well, being the charismatic former soldier that I am, I did my best to make the lads in the barracks just have a good time. They work very hard protecting our well-being, and I made sure to be very friendly and personable with them. Be their friend, because, quite frankly, soldiers need friends. It's a lonely life.
Fair enough.
I'm also very bored.
Mordecai, what have you been doing?
Probably just kind of going through the ringer with dear old Mr. Taldway, attending his lessons and seminars. Probably being forced to do some odd jobs of some kind, like chopping wood or scouring pots and pans to make up for the fact that I took a paying job before going to see him.
Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight.
I'm decent at that. Wow. 19 plus 2, 21.
Hot damn. What you were able to discover, actually, and just kind of like talking with him and working with him, is he's actually an old friend of your family.
Oh, shit.
He doesn't let on as to exactly how he knows your family. It sounds like he was actually, like, maybe close with one of your parents back in the day, back in their military service. But he doesn't let on to any more than that.
Okay. He's not a shifter, is he?
No, he is an elf.
Okay.
Zafiir.
My time has probably been spent, like, like split between being kind of public and being, yes, I am a state-sponsored warlock. I am in the public. Look at me be a normal dude. And then when I'm not there, I've been trying to find clients to transport out of the borders of the country. So just kind of been like, yes, everything is right. I am fine. Don't worry about me. And then being like, hey, you guys need to get out of here.
I was going to say, actually, since this is kind of the first time it's really come up, I know the other two fellows know about Zafiir's dealings, but why don't you go ahead and kind of elaborate for those who are not
privy to that info,
who have not been a part of our theory crafting for the past, 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So Zafiir, since he's been getting out of the military, he's not super keen on the if you're born a warlock or if you are a warlock or whatever other type of magics that are being controlled by the military, and you don't want to go there. He has made a business of shuttling those people Underground Railroad style out of the country.
Around mid-afternoon of the third day, you all receive a missive from Mr. Ender. It seems he has a job for you of a more sensitive nature. As you arrive and take your seats in his back room, he looks grim. Yeah, alright, here is the situation. I got a brother. His name's Larry.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Larry runs a bank over near the center of town. It's been at it for years. Well, about a week ago, Larry starts noticing stuff's going missing. Innocuous stuff at first. Schedule, pay stubs, stuff like that. He ended up catching the guy. And he found some evidence that there's a heist being planned. And we're not too keen on that, so if you'd be so kind, we'd be happy to hire you out to get it taken care of.
I am always down to stop a bank robbery.
Excellent.
Mr. Ender, I do have a very important question before I can enter this line of work. Your brother's bank, is it one of those private, monopolized Ponzi scheme banks, or is it funded by the government?
Oh, no, actually it is kind of a collective between himself and a lot of the guilds nearby. He is, it's more of a large lockbox for precious objects.
So, there's a very large key somewhere that has gone missing? That's what I'm getting. There
are several keys that many people hold on to that he trusts. However, any lock can be opened if enough force is applied to it.
Yes.
All right. Well, so long as everything's on the up and up.
Absolutely no. He'd be happy to show you any of his certifications need. Any of the guild leaders here in town would be more than happy to speak to his good name. Unfortunately, the fact is, because we have reason to believe that this is actually being orchestrated by one of the guilds. So we actually cannot use any of the public institutions to arrest anyone that may be directly connected with this at this point, because that would let on that we would know. We want to capture those that are involved and be able to question them after the fact. If we give them to the public guard, they will walk free.
Independent justice, I like it.
Are you aware of what guild it is?
We have no idea.
How many guilds are we looking at as being suspicious?
I mean, there's 10 that operate within the city.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, no, it's quite a few.
So let me get this straight. Your brother runs a bank.
Yes.
That is not backed by the government, but has come about to some belief or reason to believe that a very important guild is going to steal from his bank, but he will not go to the government and instead wants vigilante justice.
It's not that he won't go to the government, it's that the local government will not help him. Or at least it will not help him in a way that will actually deliver any sort of justice.
So you still want us to go outside the law?
No. We don't want you to hurt anyone that isn't breaking into the bank.
No.
We want you to stop it as the heist is happening so that we can catch them in the act.
Okay, so you want us to be security guards?
Essentially, yes.
All right.
I will stand there and be a security guard all day as long as I'm getting paid.
Absolutely.
I'm a much better security guard than I am detective, yeah.
Excellent.
That sounds like the better choice.
I don't know, Zafiir.
Excellent.
I get the idea you'd be a pretty good detective. Have you ever considered that line of work?
No.
Well, okay.
Possibly in the future.
I guess let's go on.
There may be an opportunity for you to do a little bit of both, if you'd like. You see, I did mention that we did catch somebody in the act of committing some crimes.
All right.
We have them in the basement here.
Hell yeah.
No, absolutely not. That man needs to be turned over to the authorities.
I am the authorities.
No, you're not. We are illegally keeping a man in the basement.
It's less illegal, more temporary holding until we have the situation under control. He will, of course, be turned over to the authorities once we have all of the proof we need for who is actually going forward with this. But without the proof, if we set him free to the authorities, we may never find out exactly who set up this crime.
The authorities are in place for a reason, Mr. Ender. The law is the law for a reason.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
I think there's something you may not understand about this situation. This is not the law of Bulwark that we are dealing with here. This is the law of Despera. Despera is quite literally owned by the 10 guilds. If we turn them over, it is entirely possible that one of those guild people will allow this individual we have in the basement to slip through the cracks, along with any evidence of any wrongdoing. Justice may never be served if we turn him over.
But as far as we know, no one's done anything wrong yet.
Oh, we're quite sure. He's actually been fairly forthcoming with information.
Well, let's back up then. Who is this guy? What's his relationship to your brother?
His name is Steinad Pathstepper. He's he is a clerk for the bank. He did a lot of administrative duties, and he was able to find where some of the more sensitive materials in the bank were being kept. He knew how to get past certain wards and locks in the more sensitive areas of the bank as well.
And you caught him doing these things, or your brother did?
We caught pretty extensive paperwork that he accidentally left in his office, outlining how to get past some of the more tricky wards. When he was cornered, he was relatively forthcoming with information about pretty much everybody except who he was working for, which we firmly believe he has no idea.
I see.
While I see how this man may in fact be a scumbag, I see no proof of wrongdoing yet. I see proof of security failure on your brother's part. This man hasn't stolen from this bank yet. He's simply helping plan.
Conspiracy to commit murder is a crime. Why is conspiracy to commit theft not a crime?
Did someone die? What did I miss?
Am making a parallel. He is conspired to steal something. He is being held captive for conspiring to steal something.
But he's not being held by the authorities.
It is the same thing as mall jail.
Yes!
The authority at B would let this man go.
Alright.
They are holding this man until they have gotten to the root of the problem. We are there to assist.
Alright. Here's what I think.
Black and white. That is our job.
Here's what I think. And I go for the basement.
I follow you.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Right. Okay. That's fine. I promise no harm will come to him.
What's that? We're splitting the party right off the bat again?
That's fine. We're just going downstairs.
Okay. Would you like to roll an insight check?
Sure.
Me?
Jackson?
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yes.
Jackson,
I would like to roll an insight
Jackson.
check, and then I would like to... Yeah, let's just do that first.
Sure.
18.
You think he's on the level, actually. He would it seems like he also would much prefer to be going through the proper channels, if for no other reason than that would be significantly cheaper. Remember that if he is doing this, it is not out of, anybody's pocket but his and his brother's. He's not getting help on this one. And if he is going to be doing something, sooner or later, this is going to come to light. And he doesn't want any blood on his hands as well.
Okay. That keeps me from running straight to the authority. But I do not go downstairs, because that would be conspiracy to commit murder.
Wait.
No one's conspiring to murder anyone. We are just going to ask him some questions.
Yes. I know. I know how asking questions to a tied-up prisoner goes. I've done that. Have fun.
Deuces.
All right, the two of you head downstairs. You stop because you realize, oh yeah, I've never been downstairs here before. And Mr. Ender kind of opens up a trapdoor behind the bar and takes you down into the basement. The basement, in addition to holding several casks of wine, also holds several cells. Ender opens one, and in the middle you find a man in good condition tied to a chair. He's a human in his early 30s. Steinoid path-stepper.
Alright, I don't walk into the clearing, so I'm not out in the open. I'm still there, but I'm kind of peeking.
You're in the hallway leading into the cell.
So I'm gonna let him take the reins right off the bat here.
All right.
Okay.
Here's what I do. I step into the cell. I stand in front of what's his face, and I look down at him and say, "You're a thief, right?"
That does seem to be the line of work I've fallen into,
And you're working for other thieves, yeah?
Other people are paying me. They want to rob from the bank, so
Hey, Jackson, he said he was a thief. We're good.
Roll me a persuasion check. At disadvantage because you are very far away.
First one is actually a 19 minus 1, 18. The second one's a 5.
Okay. Jackson, you are thoroughly unimpressed.
What?
Exactly.
I said that...
He's a cow? There are no cows here! That's farther north!
Alright, I look back at what's his nuts, and, I say, okay. So... And I just kind of gesture for him to speak, when?
I mean, look,
who? Basic questions?
My job was to find some folks to put an A team together. They have a B team if it falls through, but, man, these guys are, you don't want to mess with them. They're tough. They're tough dudes.
He hears in his head, specifics, boy. Specifics.
Roll me an intimidation.
Alright. Yeah, remind me, I'm not in sight currently. I'm around the corner.
Yes, I know.
Beautiful. Intimidation.
An advantage. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, beautiful. Lovely. That's a 21.
Okay. He starts to visibly shake. Mordecai, you feel very good about yourself right now.
Shit.
You're like, I did real good.
I did real good, guys. I actually look over my shoulder at Zafiir and just yeah, check me out.
All right. I mean, look, like I said, I was in charge of putting the team together and figuring out the locks at the bank. I hired Hilric. Hilric, he's a thief, a thiefy thief, not just like a paperwork thief like me. Then there's Baldred. He's the wizard. He does the magic shit. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the plan was. They needed a wizard for some reason. And then there's Ansgar and Vilius. They're just two shitheads that work at another bar I go to. But they're supposed to be the muscle.
Two shitheads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's it. And that's all I know. That's all I know.
So this is the one. This is the two teams.
No, that's one team. That's one team. They've got another team I don't know about. They wanted a better team than the one that they had because apparently whoever they are, they do not see a whole lot of field work, as it were. At least that's what I was told.
He hears in his head, how do these people get in touch with you?
One of them showed up at the bank and, sat down at my desk and passed me a note. I don't know how they found out about me and what kind of trouble I've been in, but...
And what do they look like?
I don't know. That's a dwarf.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I thought it was... Who the fuck am I talking to?
It is me.
I don't know. Is there somebody else out there?
No, never mind. cool. I look over my shoulder to Zafiir and be like, you got anything?
You are a bad person.
Yeah, I'm coming to that rapid
And-
realization.
Snitches get stitches.
Oh.
Not currently, but probably eventually.
If they catch word of this, if you help us bring them to justice...
Yeah, whatever you want. Why do you think I am
Perhaps you
talking
will be-
so readily? I want out of this. Immunity would be perfect and peachy.
I will keep it in the back of my head. Goodbye.
And he stays kind of just quivering in his chair.
We go back upstairs, I guess. I go over to Jackson and be like, he told us everything. He's a shithead. Wait, no. He hired 2 shitheads. That's what it was. But he's pretty bad himself.
2 different things.
Yeah, I got my notes confused.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess that's true.
He is also equally a shithead.
But he said he wants to put this right, to stop this. So, hell, we're getting paid, so let's stop it.
Then we shall bring him with us. He may yet redeem himself.
No, let's not do that.
One must go in the line of fire in order to prove oneself true.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
2.
You both think this is a terrible fucking idea.
Yeah. If we take
So
him...
you are against talking to this man, but using him as live bait, if you're okay with. I'm just trying to gauge where the line is.
There's nothing illegal about giving a man a chance to redeem himself.
No, but if we take him...
Or putting a man in the line of fire and him dying immediately would be...
It
If we
sounds
take him
like
with us,
he would
then-
die anyway.
If we take him with us, we're just gonna tip the people off that the names that he gave us. He gave us some names. We got, Ballhick and Hildred. Wait, no. Dead Kick and Hillball. No.
I believe it
That's-
was Hildrick and Baldred.
Hey, Zafiir, I want you to roll me an intelligence check real quick.
That is a 15.
You know Baldred.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Like personally?
a little bit, actually. He was a senior officer around the time you actually entered into the proper military service. He's a prick.
And where is his normal stomping grounds? Would I know that?
Not off the top of your head. You didn't know he had made it this far north. The last you'd heard, he was spending some time in Concerte. But you, there is a mages guild here in town. It would be trivial for you to find him.
I do believe I know this Baldred
That's,
from my times in the military.
Bulwar?
that's not one of the names I have down.
Balder?
I
It
have
was
Hillball.
Hildrick and Baldred.
Bald?
Oh, Hilrick and Baldred. Now I got it. All right.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to the Mages Guild.
Okay.
While they sit there, Hildball, and Drick Drid.
You're just
And
walk
they
out
just
of the
both
room.
keep going. Yeah, I just leave.
I want to
Okay.
feed the prisoner.
Okay. Mr. Ender is happy to supply you with some bread and cheese and a bit of ale for you to take on down to him.
Okay, I do that.
Oh man, he's being pretty nice,
Okay.
this dude. You gave him ale?
All right,
Shit.
you go on down. Is there anything specific you'd like to do while you're down there?
Yes. How is he restrained?
He's got some ropes tied behind, with his hands tied behind his back.
Okay. Then here's what I do. I want to take the food down. He's a scrawny looking guy, right? Like I'm much bigger than he
Yeah,
is.
he's. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's
So
he works at a bank, and you're just out of the military.
okay. So I go downstairs. I put the food down on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and I walk up to him. I look him square in the eye, and I say, "No funny business."
Intimidation at advantage.
19.
He squeaks.
I cut him loose.
Ugh. He rubs his wrists.
You have 3 minutes. I suggest you eat while you have your hands.
That seems fair. And he quickly eats and drinks. And he savors that last drop of ale. Right. Thanks.
Great. I tie him back to the chair.
He is so
and then
ale.
I sit and have a conversation with him. We just talk.
Okay. Anything in particular?
I just want to know more about this guy and see if I think, even if he is a shithead, I have decided not to turn him over to the authorities immediately, and maybe he can be redeemed.
Roll me a charisma check.
What does he like to do on weekends?
This goes well. We know this.
Does he like long walks on the beach?
Where did he graduate?
5.
With a 5, you get some pretty base level information from him. He's worked at the bank for probably about 5 years. And he grew up in Larada.
Okay. And his name is
Outside
Steiner?
of that, yes, Steinoid Pathstepper.
Steinoid Pathstepper. Shithead. Redeemable?
Possibly.
Got it.
All right, and we will wheel around to the 2 mages off to do magey things.
I'm not a mage yet.
No, but you're learning. I'm
learning. I'm on my way. I'm able to create a literal blade of grass to grow out of the ground.
Exactly. and it comes out already dead. It's not a great situation.
Ah, damn it.
But you two head over to the Mages Guild. It's a very impressive building. Of all of the different guild halls in the city, this one is top-notch. It towers above the rest of them, certainly being held up by magic. You all walk on in, and there is a kind of a front desk and a sweeping staircase up behind it that kind of heads up into the rafters and the ceiling. And a young woman sits behind the desk.
Hello.
Okay, never mind.
No, please do your thing in tandem with me.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna turn to Mordecai and go, "These are my people. Let me handle this." And then you went,
well.
"Hello."
Alright, well, go ahead.
No, I love the cut.
She watches the two of you go back and forth.
Yeah,
and she's like,
no, you
is
talk to her.
Is there
No,
something
you
I
talk
can
to
help
her.
you out with?
We have come to find Baldred.
Oh, him. He's a dick.
Yes,
Alright.
that is correct.
Right. I mean, he's living over on the west side of town. Over on the outskirts, of course, but he's pretty easy to track down.
What is with mages and living on the outskirts of places?
Well, mages typically aren't welcome on the inside.
I wasn't talking to you, it was rhetorical. But thank you for your prompt answer and informative information. Bye. And I walk out.
I am sorry about him, and I leave.
He's kind of a dick too, isn't he?
He grows on you. Goodbye now.
Bye. And she just kind of she waves you off.
All right, let's go find Ball Nil.
It is Baldred.
Sure.
For the umpteenth time.
Has Mr. Taldway mentioned anything in his I imagine he's the kind of guy that likes to grumble about other people. Has he made mention of any sort of dealings he's had with this Baldred figure?
No, not that he's mentioned recently, but it's entirely possible he would know.
Okay. Well,
but Taldway lives on the opposite end of town too.
Right. So let's just go and find Hildrick.
Okay.
I mean,
you mean Baldred?
You mean
Baldrick? I mean,
yes.
I'm legitimately confused now.
God damn it, man!
Okay, I will run through these again for you.
Mr. Wizard.
We have Hildrick, who is the trapsmith, Baldred, who is the wizard,
Yes.
and Ansgar and Vilius, who both work at a bar.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Quick timeout.
Excellent.
Are you guys going straight there, or are you stopping back for me? Don't care either way. Just
I was about to actually say, do we want to stop back for Jackson?
I mean, I guess. I guess we can.
Do you want to?
Today we have discovered Jackson Silver, lawful good. There we go.
Um,
Unfortunately,
There we go.
huge hindrance in this situation.
What? You weren't a
I poke my
hindrance.
I poke my head in the door of the salad bowl and say, "Hey Jackson,
Yep, I'm here. What's up?
come on.
Where are we? Are we going to go stand guard now? Is that what's happening?
We're
Is
gonna
the
go meet
heist? Is the
we are-
heist upon us?
We are off to meet a huge dick.
All right, where are we going?
Balls guard."
That is a
Well,
strange city.
Aldrin.
No, I just look at Zafiir like, just help. I don't know his name.
His name is Baldred. He lives
Yeah.
on the outskirts of town, and he is a huge dick. Let's
Yeah.
He is or he has?
He
Yes.
both. He is both.
How
both
do
of
you
those.
know?
I am merely
Because he
answering
passed a
your-
history check earlier.
Tales of the song.
The tales of Baldred's dick are known far and wide. Yes.
All right, let's go investigate this.
Something like that.
All right. So the three of you head out to the west end of town. I'd like you each to make me an investigation check.
Ooh, that was good.
I
17.
have rolled a 0. I have rolled a natural
Excellent.
1 with
You
a
for-
-1.
So you get distracted by the churro stand. You will arrive in this scene in like a minute
Very
after it
good.
starts.
Churros.
I am
Can-
quite hungry. Churros are wonderful.
All right, Zafiir. Appropriately enough, you are able to find Baldred. He has a place out, like I said, just on, it is fairly nondescript. However, with the directions that you were given at the Mages Guild, you actually can smell his house more than anything. The components that you remember him using from back in the day are very distinct and pungent. And particularly a potion that he liked to brew.
He used a lot of that dank dough.
Actually, it's an invisibility potion.
What sort of mage is he?
He liked brewing some potions, but he is a conjuration specialist.
Okay, awesome. Is his
So he
door
can
open?
conjure his dank supply.
His dank supply, yeah.
There is an open sign actually hung up next to his door. He works from his home, it seems.
Awesome. I walk in.
Okay.
I follow.
All right. Excellent.
Jackson doesn't because churros.
Churros, man, they're real
No.
good.
Man.
Jackson will rejoin the
Yeah,
scene
man.
momentarily.
Churros.
You walk on in, and you hear a little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling as you walk in.
I snarl at it.
And you hear from the back room a familiar, just a minute, I'm coming, it's like a... Johnson. Well,
Whatever
What are you
your
doing
last
up there?
name is, I am here to look at your supply. I recognize those dank stanks from far away.
my stanks are in fact the dankest.
That is true.
Well,
This
if
is
there's
my
anything you're...
this is my associate, Mordecai. I don't know what your last name is. Do you have one?
No.
Just Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you, Mordecai. I'm Baldred.
Eh.
Go ahead and feel free to peruse around if there's anything you need help with.
I gotta say, it's
And
quite
you
dank
may.
in here.
It is...
Clang, 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 clang.
This is Jackson.
I'm here
Silva.
now.
He
We can
is
begin.
another
Begin
associate.
Begin what?
Hang on, before we go any further, I look at Jackson and see he has a churro in hand, and I look at the churro, and I look at him, I'm like, what, you didn't bring us one?
You bitch.
Do you want this one? I mean, it's
Did you bring enough for the whole
my
class?
third, so I'm willing to part with it. You could probably
Hell
split
yeah! And I grab the churro. And I go to town on that bad cinnamon dough.
God.
Excellent. Now, where is he? Now that you have your tasty treat, you were talking about beginning something, Mr.
Yes, we are on a very wide browsing spree. We're just here to look at your wares and Delightfully
I'm gonna
enough,
need a deception.
here you
I'm
are.
gonna need a deception on that one.
That's a 23.
He's like, well, all right then. I'll be in the back if you need me. And he kind of swoops around.
All right, so Chase, here's my question. So you're
Yes.
saying I know that kind of invisibility potions are his thing,
Yeah.
and so like what I know that this is what he's currently brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Do I see any invisibility potions kind of being advertised around the shop?
There's a few. I mean, it's actually a pretty sparse operation. You are relatively late in the day. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock. So maybe he sold out for the day. Maybe not.
I just kind of holler towards the back. I see you are brewing some some invisibility potions, are you?
Usually.
Reminds me of old times. I see you are already stocked up front here. Do you have any specific purpose for these? A special order?
Nothing. No intention at the moment. Just like to, keep some stock up front. Conjuration business doesn't do quite what it used to back in the day. So I'm just trying to make some ends meet as it is.
Yeah, how is business, Bilius?
It's Baldred, actually.
Oh,
and
my mistake.
honestly, not great. I made better money back when the plants were all trying to murder us and people had to sneak around them. But
Yeah.
here we are.
You know, the economy.
That's right.
Makes you think like robbing a bank, huh?
Oh, it's on now. I pull myself to my full height, I flip the sign to close, and I slam the door.
Ho ho! And he just rolled a natural 20 on his on his intuition. So he rolls on you all, and he's got his hands up on the door frame. What do you know?
Nothing.
What are you talking
We know you're going to rob a bank.
No, we don't. Well, shit. Okay. Well, here we go. And I draw my weapon.
He asked a question, and we knew the answer. He's a bad
you hear in your
person,
head,
but
Ryan?
he seems like a nice guy.
Ryan, you hear in your head, you idiot.
Wait.
What?
Hey,
The
Chase,
bears.
have we established what a telepathic bear check is?
What, didn't you figure it out?
I think we both figured it out.
Yeah, no, you.
Okay, so
you all know.
I don't have to make telepathic bear checks?
Well, you might.
No,
No, I think you both figured it out
no,
last
you're
time.
good. We hashed that out pretty well last
Yeah.
time.
What's between me and Baldred?
A desk.
Alright, I would like to vault the desk and just try and tackle this homie.
Okay, we are now in initiative. Let's take a look here.
That's not good. That's a 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Mm-hmm.
I have also rolled a 17.
Excellent. The two of you... Where is his initiative? The two of you beat him.
Alright, what's your dex, Ryan?
+2.
Mine's also +2.
14.
Mine's also a 14.
I want to art.
How many tiebreakers do we have, Chase?
No, it's... he is also a 14.
Oh, boy.
Let me take a look here. So let's see here. I mean, here's the thing. You two can both go at the same time since you are both beating him.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So you can take whatever order you two would like to go.
Can I RP the fact that mine's so low as I'm sitting there and just going, God damn it, you guys.
You can. Okay.
Yeah, I vault the desk, and I
Okay.
just want to restrain his arms, because if there's one thing I know about mages is they sometimes need their hands for shit.
Okay.
So
you go ahead and roll me a strength check.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. I rolled a 17, but he has a -1.
Hey!
So you've got his arms pinned behind his back.
Yeah, and I'm standing behind him, locking like his hands, like holding them behind his back. Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to have, let's see here, Ryan, you're next.
I'm gonna go over to him, and I'm going to draw my sword, and
Okay.
I will put it at his Adam's apple,
Excellent.
so that if he speaks, it might hurt.
Go ahead and roll me intimidation at advantage. That's really scary.
Well, the first is a 1, so
That's not scary at all.
That is 14.
And you see his eyes go wide. He nominally struggles against the strength. Go ahead. Let's see here. Roll me another strength check real quick, Ryan. Not Ryan, I'm sorry. Yeah, Griffin.
Do 15. 13 plus 2.
Excellent. You are able to continue to hold him in place.
Score.
And he just kind of looks up. What do you want to know?
Zafiir.
Oh, this is my turn. Okay, beautiful.
I mean, he's your friend, so...
A friend is a loose term. Oh,
fair enough.
Who is behind this bank robbery plot?
I don't know. Steinoid came to me. I worked with him a couple of times. I know the bank well enough. He said, hey, you want to do a thing? I said, sure. Let's do a thing and get some money, and then maybe I can stop making these fucking dank potions.
They are
pretty dank potions.
They're really dank.
Jinx!
It's very musty in here.
Hey, Jackson.
It's pretty damning how dank they are.
Hey, Jackson, Jinx, you owe me a potion. Because we said the same thing at the same time. I am so sorry.
Right.
Where's the rest of the A-team?
I don't know. I mean, I know Ansgar.
Not good enough! And I punch him in the face.
Ah! Alright, roll me an attack. Roll me an attack at advantage, because he is bound and held.
I've rolled a natural 20.
Oh boy, you're gonna break his fucking jaw.
Okay, so fists are what, D4?
Isn't just 1 damage, I thought? Unless you're trained?
I thought it was a D4, and then if you're trained, it's a D... Hold on, hey, guy who plays in the other campaign as a monk, what's a fist
Well,
normally?
for me, since I had, martial, unarmed training, it was a D4. I think anyone else, it's just 1 damage.
Okay. So you deal... You know what, go ahead and just roll a 1D4 plus 1.
Okay.
Because for a crit.
That's fair.
3 damage. I deal 3 damage to his smug little face.
Okay, you have bloodied his nose. It's like, alright, ow, motherfucker, give me a second to say literally anything.
I lean in from behind him and his ear say, and he's the scrawny one.
Hey, that's not very nice.
I'm trying to be cool. Chill.
Oh.
Not in front of the perp.
Now. I understand. We need to work on our routine. I turn to him. We're very new at this, working together. We're working out.
Well, you're doing a great
kinks.
job, apparently.
Hey, thanks.
Shit. Right. Well, Hilric, he works, does some work up around the, in the courtyards, up at the guild halls, in the middle there, right in between everything. You can find him pretty easily if you're looking shady enough. He's a real, he's probably the biggest shitbag of all. You could probably just buy him off.
Rad.
And then Ansgar and Vilius, those guys, also shitheads. They work over at the Land Shark, up the road a little ways.
Hang on.
Fantastic.
Hang on.
Yes.
The
land shark?
The land shark?
Yes.
Perfect.
Like Candygram? Land shark? Like that? Yeah, okay.
There are land sharks in D&D, guys.
Wait.
Not sure if you knew that.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, hold on. A bullet is what they're
geez.
called. Hold on, let me see if I can find a really cool picture of them. There are a lot of them. These are some D&D-ass D&D monsters.
Good.
Okay, so I actually have a plan for this. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check. I've rolled an 11.
Okay.
So here's what I do. As we're holding him there, I turn around to Zafiir and I go, perchance, any of these potions restricted?
I am not the potion maker. I am unsure.
What is that?
It
could be possible.
Is that a thing I would
something in
know?
here
That's
could be illegal.
horrifying. My God. I'm sorry. I don't know if you looked at that photo. It's scary as shit.
Yo!
I sent the bullet photo to the Facebook
They're
chat.
Horrifying.
Ryan, if you would like to take a look
yeah,
at what they're
sorry.
freaking out about.
Pray continue. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
I was deep into character, guys.
Right, sorry, I'm gonna need you just to do that whole thing one more time. Sorry,
Zach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slam your hands in a piano.
Oh,
What
that
the
was me
fuck?
though.
If it helps, you skipped out, and I didn't hear half of your insult, so we're fine.
Okay, so we're fine. Fuck, that thing is creepy.
Chase, would I know if any of these potions are, like, a controlled substance?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
That is not too great. It is a 12.
Make me an Arcana check.
Ooh. That is a 16.
One more time?
16.
16. Okay. So you're going through, because you're thinking, that's a pretty good idea, Jackson. Good on you.
I have those every now and then.
Every now and then. So you're taking a look through the potions, and you stop at the front desk. And you pause, and you look at it, and you're thinking, this is... No, he wouldn't do that here. And you reach... And you go ahead and you press a catch on the underside of the desk. These are pretty common in back in Bulwark. You know, mages like to hide their shit. Everybody does. Whenever you decide to get yourself set up somewhere, is going to have this exact same catch. But it's ballsy to have it out in front of the store. And you press it, and the desk, the top of it flies open. And there is a secondary desk underneath of it. And you're breaking potions and shit at this point. It just flew open. And you see materials, not for a traditional wizard, but for a warlock.
No.
What you find, Zafiir?
I look to Baldred, and I say, dabbling into the warlock arts, are we?
Please tell no one. Please tell no one.
Hey, you guys are like each other!
Rivera came to me.
This could get you thrown back into the military, good sir.
So,
No, that could get me thrown into the pit.
yes, but right now, that gives us probable cause. And I want to hit him in the back of the head and knock him out.
God damn it.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a strength check at... We'll call it triple advantage, because that made me laugh a lot.
Oh my god.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, there we go.
You slam him on the back, and you're not even looking
Man.
back at him. Mordecai, you are stunned by the swiftness of this pommel coming out at you.
God, I just can see Jackson doing that with just this shit-eating grin on his face. Like, probable cause! Ha ha!
The law is on my side.
Nothing can stop me now!
Baldred drops.
Are any of these warlock things I would find useful?
You find some handy spell components. You actually find his arcane focus, which takes the form of it's a wand, but it looks like a dragon.
Ooh.
Nice.
Roll me an Arcana check on that. At advantage, because he
Ooh,
actually gave you a
that
hint about
is-
something here.
Best I got was 17.
With that, you are able to tell between the wand and something that he said right as he was being conked out, that he is a servant of the Forebearer, one of the Fey deities.
Is he a human? Is he?
Can I
what
find-
race is he?
He's a human.
Interesting.
I'd like to find a very large
Okay.
sack, roughly ball boy
Okay.
shaped. I would like to load him into the sack, throw him over my shoulders, and pretend I'm carrying hay back to the
Wait, we're
salad
taking
bowl.
him with us?
I'm putting all the perpetrators in one place.
Alright,
I
fair,
figure,
yeah.
at this point, we're already playing a little gray with the law, but it is clear there's something wrong happening here.
Alright, let's do it.
So as a man of the law, I will keep all of the potential criminals in one place. So I'll go take this guy back to the salad bowl, and I'll meet you guys at whatever the bar is where the two shitheads work. We'll get them, knock them out, and bring them back too. Eventually, we'll have our own A-team in the basement.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
What do I need to roll for bag check and carry? Or can I just do that?
I need you to roll me a stealth check because it looks like you're carrying a body bag.
12.
Okay. It's late enough at night that not a ton of people are, like, just kibitzing about. A couple people look at you askance, but you're able to give them a friendly hello, and they just kind of, that's somebody else's
Hello,
problem.
friend.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website at anotherpath.fireside.fm, on Twitter at AnotherPathPod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/AnotherPathPodcast. You can also find the podcast on Instagram at AnotherPathPodcast. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan Albrecht, Griffin at Griffcold, and Zach at RobZach56. You can also find the latter two on YouTube at youtube.com/B4Films. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then you should make sure to aerate your potions to ensure the proper dankness.